Okay, just imagine this for a second. You're standing before God, and you're certain, absolutely certain, you belong to Him. I mean, you spoke His name, you believed, you served, you did all these things for Him. And then, you hear the words that you never ever thought were possible. I never knew you.
So how could that even happen? How could someone follow Jesus and yet be completely unknown to Him? You know, this is one of the most sobering questions in the entire Bible, and Jesus Himself is the one who brought it up. It's this mystery that just cuts right to the core of what faith is all about. So in this explainer, that's what we're going to do. We're going to unpack this incredibly profound warning. And the goal here isn't to scare anyone, but to actually find the hope that's hidden right inside of it. So let's get into it.
All right, first things first. We have to figure out exactly who Jesus is talking about here in this passage from Matthew chapter 7. And I'll tell you, the answer is, well, it's pretty shocking. These are not the people you'd ever expect.
Just listen to their first words. They call Him Lord, Lord. Now that's not a slip of the tongue. They are openly identifying with Jesus. They're acknowledging His authority, His power. I mean, from everything you can see on the outside, they look like His followers, right?
And then you look at their spiritual resume. I mean, wow, it's impressive. They prophesied, they cast out demons, they performed all sorts of miracles, and they did it all in Jesus' name. So think about it. These aren't atheists or skeptics. They're not outsiders looking in. No, these are the ultimate religious insiders, active, believing people doing incredibly powerful things. And yet, these are the very ones who get turned away.
Okay, so if it's not about a lack of activity and it's not about a lack of saying the right things, what on earth is the problem here? Well, Jesus reveals the core issue in His response. The conflict, it turns out, isn't really about what they did. It's all about who they were to Him.
And this gets to a really fundamental divide. See, on one side, you've got religion, which can so easily just become about performance, about activity, about all the works you can rack up. But on the other side, you have a real relationship. And that's about intimacy, surrender, trust, and communion. You see the difference? They knew about Him. They definitely used His name. They did a lot of things for Him, but they didn't truly know Him. And that is the absolute crucial point here. Just being busy with spiritual activity is not the same thing as spiritual intimacy.
And this warning, it really touches on a universal human tendency, doesn't it? We can all be tempted to replace a genuine relationship with just performance. We start measuring our faith by how busy we are. God measures it by our heart. We want to present our list of achievements. God just wants our trust. So the great tragedy here, the real heartbreak, isn't some open rebellion against God. It's a sincere self-deception. It's truly believing you belong to Him, when in reality you've kept Him at arm's length the whole time.
Now, it's so important that we understand God's heart in all of this. Jesus didn't say these words to push people away or to make everyone anxious. He said them for the exact opposite reason, to draw people closer. It was an invitation to come out of the shadows of religious performance and step into the light of a real, genuine connection.
Let's just pause on these 4 words. They are absolutely devastating. But here's what's so interesting. The most important word in this entire passage isn't depart, it's new. Everything, and I mean everything, hinges on the meaning of this single word. So the Greek word that Jesus uses here is Gignosco. And this is so cool. It doesn't just mean to have information about someone, like knowing a fact from a book. No, it means to know someone through intimate, personal experience, through a real relationship. And once you get that, it changes everything. It means that salvation, in the language of the Bible, is fundamentally relational. It's all about knowing Christ, belonging to Christ, being truly united with Him.
So what this means is that our assurance, our confidence, isn't found in asking, have I done enough? Instead, it's found in the posture of our hearts. The real questions are these. Do you trust Him? Do you love Him? When you mess up, do you turn toward Him, not away? Do you actually depend on Him for your salvation? Look, this is never about being perfect. It's about being genuinely oriented toward Him.
And all of this brings us back to the ultimate purpose of this warning. It was never meant to terrify sincere people who are genuinely trying. It was meant to awaken honest hearts. It's really an invitation from Christ Himself.
This warning is really inviting us to shift the kind of questions we ask ourselves. So instead of anxiously trying to tally up our good works, like we're balancing a checkbook, we're asked to look at our deepest desire. What do we really want? Is it just to use God's name for our own purposes? Or is it to actually have Him, to truly belong to Him?
And here's the beautiful part. This is the promise from the very same Jesus who spoke that difficult warning. His arms are open. His ultimate desire, it's not exclusion, it's relationship. He doesn't want our performance, He wants our presence. And that right there, that's the incredible hope that we can all cling to.
So this all builds to a final, pretty profound conclusion. One day, every single one of us is going to stand before Christ. And on that day, our reputations, our titles, our long list of works, it's all just going to fade away. The only thing that will remain, the only thing that will matter, is the relationship. The deepest question isn't going to be, did you speak my name? It'll be, simply, did you know me?
So as we wrap this up, I just want to leave you with something to reflect on. And this isn't a test, okay? It's really just an invitation. What does it actually mean for you in your own life, not just to know about Him, but to truly and intimately know Christ?